Jake Elliott is out ready to kick this one away. And away we go at the link. Here's Carter on the return. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a give to Tracy. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. From the 34. He puts everything behind this one. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that leaves him with 3rd and short.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, well, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
He finds Johnson. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Like a good target, Brock, Neighbors is there. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Giants will have a 1st down. From the gun, it's Tracy. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the 20 on 2nd down. Catch made. Fights off a tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And the Eagles get to it. Well, that right there is exactly how you kill some momentum. An early setback, no doubt, but the first time out, fumbling it away in enemy territory, that's tough.
And such a bummer, right? Because the journey was going well. You script for success, you get that ball moving, and then you're right, you just lose all sorts of momentum. Got to recapture it the next time out.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. John Franklin Myers coming in to clean things up. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap for Hurts. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. They gain 14 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
First down throwing for Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking for Dallas Goedert there. And now it's 2nd down. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
And he'll get it up to the 44.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And that hit right at the 10. Somehow, though, got a wicked bounce and makes it into the end zone for a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying the right side with Tracy. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. They send the tight end in motion. Going to the ground again on 1st. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Escapes the pocket. Catches made down the right sideline. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. 1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll return to the link right after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this 2nd quarter with the Giants in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Chased out to his right. Finds his target, Robinson. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down. Working inside the red zone. This time they're going to get there and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly when he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Back to throw now. 3rd down. Pass cut by Tracy. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow. Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds. And they're going to take over at that spot. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43.
Set.
They'll motion Brown right. Look at this. The wideout gets it to start this drive. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6. Great, set. Yen. 73.
A play fake. Now Hurts to throw. Completes this one to Jahan Dotson. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's another carry for Barkley. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's into the hands of Barkley. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
Hey, 73.
From the red zone now. Into traffic, complete. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short? They'll motion him out of the backfield. Hurts throwing again. On the move, headed right. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Just one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
Great, set.
And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
The quarterback's so worried about challenging the DBs in coverage, he didn't keep an eye on the lineman in front of him. He threw it right towards him, and it was easy to get a pop and swat away a potential 1st down.
Staying between the tackles with Tracy, and he's brought down for a loss. The Giants using their 1st time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They go right back to Tracy. And he's not going to escape. They could not get the push they needed. That's going to be a safety. And it wasn't a touchdown or a field goal, Brock, but hey, points are points. And their first points of the game come on that there safety.
You'll take them any way you can get them in this league, Kate, right? And if the defense has got to score and they've got to continue to score, that is just fine. Because that is a breath of fresh air on that sideline and hopefully a bit of a kickstarter for their offense as well.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10.
Tiger Hornet.
Hurts now from the gun. That pass caught by Dotson. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he can't hang on to it in the end zone. Not an interception, only an incompletion. So they get it back. 2nd down coming up.
You know, that's a risk of putting up a jump ball in the end zone. You know, some of these defenders in this day and age can go up and get it with the best of the receivers. That's one they got away with. Should have been a pick and, frankly, a touchback.
Hurts trying again on 2nd down. He's got Devontae Smith. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Ball in the left hash, the distance 53 yards. Has the distance, but headed well left. No good. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Makes the grab in bounds left side.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Juke the defender. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
1st down, and they go right back to him. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Brought to a halt by Deonte Banks. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. From the 39. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Phillips. And the Giants are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time when they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick 6. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Quick pass, right side, complete. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the 2 defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Here's a throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along your route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Buckle up. It's third and goal. Looking for a throw here. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a fourth to try to reach that end zone. Looking to throw. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. And the Eagles take over as he records his 10th career INT. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
A loss of 6 brings up second and 17.
Movement on the line before the snap, though. This is going to be a false start. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. All right, here we go. Second down. Another try following the sack. Taken in by Smith. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. Offense up to the line fast.
It's now third down.
Hey, Silver.
Hurts with it on third and short. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it'll be Giants football. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. A give right side to Tracy. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's second and inches. From the 42. He's on the move. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up third down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Pass didn't work on second. Let's see how that affects this third down. On the handoff, this is Tracy. And he's got a chunk of yards as we've reached the end of 3. So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's the Giants with the ball trying to close out what would currently be a win. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Here's Tracy once more. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
You know, the defenses in the league today, they have to be so reactive. They have to be so twitchy. But this was a good job by that front. Yeah, they reacted initially, but then they showed the burst, the quickness of pursuit defensively to limit that counter gain to less than 5.
And they get this down to the 28. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. Still on the move, coming to the line for first and 10. Setting up a throw. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, New York.
A give to Tracy up the middle. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. This one's caught. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
He'll throw it. And he's got it. Had to lay out for it, but touchdown. The Giants grow the lead to 7. Will Lutz now on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants grow their lead to 8. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Here's Smith on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Has it downfield working the left. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Slow Silver, ready?
Back to throw, Hurts. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Phillips. And the Giants make the play that should win them this game.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
A handoff to Tracy. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. They run. Here's Tracy. And he's stopped after a nice gain up past the 25. It's a gain of 4, and they're going to need twice that now on 3rd and 8.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted! Cooper to Jean in to pick it up. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. The big play, and that's him 17 yards. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Hey, easy, 63, bang.
Here he is to throw. Able to find Dotson here. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. Still one more in their pocket to use.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Setting up to pass. And it's caught. It's a touchdown in the final minutes, and a 2-point play could force overtime. So there's part one, Brock. They get the touchdown that they desperately needed. Now, you'd imagine, comes a try for 2.
You know, Kate, this might be just as tough as that touchdown. I know they work all week on their 2-point plays, but they're hard to execute. That being said, if they want to force overtime, this is a must.
A big spot for the Eagles now as they go for 2.
Set up for the 2-point conversion.
Putting the tight end in motion. It's caught. And he isn't going to get it. He's not going to get it. They needed that too for the tie. But the defense makes a stand that may decide this game. Setting up for a decisive onside kick here. Just under 45 seconds left. And the Giants come up with that kick. They're going to hold on for the victory in this one.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
Running this with Tracy. And this one does not go far. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Jukes out a one-stop, and he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. The Giants